Hey peeps, haven't seen you for a while. It's been a absolutely freaking nutty work cycle. But here I am. We're gonna play with this. This is a duplexer, and it's UHF. It's old, it's been around a long time. I've had it so long I can't even remember where I picked it up. I might have found it at a ham fest, somebody might have gave it to me, I can't remember. It's been around. So it's a Sinclair MR354. Right now, according to the label, it is tuned for a TX of 463,925 and an RX of 468,925. So that's what we got, apparently. It's been sitting in the attic. It's been here, there, and everywhere. So I just dug it out because Cousin Dave and me are going to play around with it. But due to its age, it's sitting around. Our inputs and outputs are getting kind of geeby, getting kind of green. We don't want that. These are BNC connectors. So first step is I'm going to get these things cleaned up. This is just isopropyl alcohol and a nylon brush. Toothbrush works just fine too. And we're going to go at it till we get it cleaned up the best we can. We're getting there. This one I still need to work on. They're not going to be perfect. This thing is so old. But at least get it cleaned up, and maybe we'll see if we can get this thing tuned. See how she works. It's supposed to cover 380 to 512 megs. I looked it up on the internet. So I thought, it's already at 463, so we could retune it for Dave's GMRS, put a GMRS repeater up for him. And I got lucky and went, oh, hey, it'll cover the ham bands. We'll do that. So the plan is we're gonna see about tuning this baby up and doing a UHF DMR. The brush and the alcohol took off some of the crap. It's got some 220 sandpaper here. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's working pretty good. I still had some geeb on there. So I'm just gonna work these connectors lightly with this and get them shined up better. First thing I've done is check our frequency coordinator for this area, which is Nesmit. See what we got available, which UHF in these parts, wide open. There's no real competition for frequency pairs. So I did a 60-mile search from our area. This thing going up is not going to reach all that far. I did 60 mile, and I can see what repeaters are coordinated within that distance. So I'm just going to pick a repeater pair, and I'm not going to use the same pair that somebody else uses. I don't need to. I'm just going to pick something that's not used. I'm going to target the 444.86, and its sister is 449.86. So let's see how we do with this thing. Ain't too far off from what the label said. As old as these suckers are, yeah, kind of to be expected. So we're at 463.2. So it's going to be 463.2 and 468.2. Alright, I need to shift these suckers down, down. The repeater is going to receive on 449.86. So that's where my markers are right there at the moment. So we're going to see if we can start moving this baby down. So I'm going to work on the two cavities and see if we can make adjustments. You can see I'm adjusting it there. I got to do two at a time. Okay, that's moving me the wrong way. playing with these two screws here, adjusting these two cavities only, and I need to get these two tuned up to 449.86. I'm getting there. She's not far off. Just gotta get it cleaned up just a little bit. I'm only gonna get 50 dB on this, and that is according to the spec sheet. You can notice how it's changing. Right there. And I am just barely making adjustments on these cavities. What I'm trying to do is flatten out the bottom as best as I can here, if I can. So we got a little notch here on the left and a little notch here on the right. Those two little peaks. I'm trying to flatten those off, if I can pull it off. So we get about 47, 48 dB now. That ain't far off from 50. Now I've shifted over to the transmitter port, so now we have to do the 444.86 cavities. Let's start pulling her down here. Here's the 444 side. Here we come. Here's where we just landed, pulling it down. We're what? 25, 26 dB, and I'm gonna suck that down some more. So this is my first time playing with a nano VNA, so I'm still trying to learn it, and watching YouTube videos because there's no instruction manual. People do it different ways, but trying to do it on the wide sweep, like showing 430 to 470. When we pulled this thing down, it got me in the ballpark, but I can't just leave it in the ballpark because we're off. You know, we've only got about 26 dB there, as you can see. We need to pull that down. So now I've got the center frequency of 444.86, as you can see. Now we can see something closer, more personal, more detail. So now let's see what we can do with it. We want to get them two pulled together. See how we're marrying them up? Now we're dropping down. Look at that. That's just adjusting one cavity. That is my inboard cavity. Now I'm going to play with my outboard cavity. See what we get here. Here's what we have on the 444 side. Is the 449 side. Should be pretty close there. Got 49 dB. This should work. Dave's already got the DMR repeater put together. Got the MMDVM all programmed up. Everything's ready to go. And at some point we'll get back together again and put this thing on the air and see how it does. So yeah, that's a cool thing about the ham bands. Unlike business, public safety, the Part 90 guys, before you can put anything on the air with that, you have to go through the coordination process, apply for a frequency or frequencies, get it approved, and get your licensure. For us, repeater licenses go with our license. So his call sign is on that one, whatever. And as long as we're in the ham band, you know, we stick in the repeater subbands, the allocations for that. So like I said, you know, I picked this frequency pair. I looked around first, made sure there's nothing around, which I didn't think there was. That we're not going to interfere with anybody. And we don't even have to coordinate it if we don't want to, which we probably won't. We're in the sticks of Maine. What's the odds anybody else, because there's nobody else, is going to put a repeater up on this frequency pair, much less UHF, anywhere as near us is going to interfere with us? Very unlikely. So we can coordinate it if we want to, which is very simple to do for us. Very easy process, but we probably won't even bother with it. Just put it on the air and his call sign, my call sign can be on it. It don't matter. And we'll just run it. So we'll bring you back whenever that happens. See ya.